Video, showing sound. We're ready.
Good evening. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to call the meeting to order at 5:32 p.m. Have roll call.
Board Member Braden,
Present.
Board Member Corey,
Present.
Board Member Gonzalez,
Here.
Board Member Robertson, Board Member Sahota. Not here. Board Member Parminder Singh.
Here.
Board Member Karan Singh. Here. And Board Member Shar Tucker. Not here. We do have quorum.
Thank you. The minutes have been attached to tonight's agenda. Wait a minute. Sorry, flag salute. Rosa, I'm sorry. Got a hit.
Salute.
We can go into the minutes that were attached from the last meeting. October 13th of 2025. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes. Second.
I have a first and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Hi.
Any opposed? Carries. Go over the financial, Jose.
Yes, my apologies for not having the financial in the agenda when I emailed it, but now I printed it out. It's in front of you. The sheet looks a little bit different. Finance Director Maggie Moreno helped me run this report. You can see that we do have some additions for those folks that are paying their bid fees. It's Cho's Kitchen and Thomas Marcombe Funeral Home. Those are the additions to the bid account. And we don't have any expenditures ever since September 30th, since we dealt with Advine. That was the last thing that I got taken out.
So has Advine been completely paid off now?
Yeah, Advine's been completely paid off. September was their last month. So I've been taking on the social media for the past 2 months. Yeah.
Doing a
Looks
very
great,
good
by the
job.
way.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Really trying to highlight different businesses. And I got some more information about the fees that folks are paying. It is based on gross revenue, like their sales. And it ties into the banks and churches. They are taxes exempt, so they're paying the flat fee of $100. So we're not getting gross receipts from either of those entities. So that's just something I worked with finance today to get more information on. So when you see these aren't technically new businesses, but they're renewing their business license. And when they renew their business license, the bid fee is attached to it. So that's why you're seeing these new deposits.
I have a question on that for real estate. I know they're gonna ask me when they get,
Of course,
because I don't pay the
business license.
business license. Cheryl does out of our Kingsburg office. Sales receipt for real estate is usually like, how do you go by that? We're not selling like small items, but we're selling millions of dollars worth of real estate. So how is that calculated?
I will definitely ask the finance team to
Thank
see
you.
how that's
Yeah,
generated.
okay.
Like there's not really, it's just a text on.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jose, I have on the bid assessment fee, okay, so it's 22,000, correct? Then it says 22,000 and then the businesses that paid totaled $1,588. What's 788 for? next to it.
I would have to look into that.
And then it goes to $20,412. So I'm just confused with that total right there. Like, I don't know what those, I mean, maybe if we could get clarification, like what exactly do we have 20,000 in there? $412 from all the bid assessment fees? But-
I believe so. I
Yeah.
can get clarity from Finance Director Moreno on that.
Yeah, that'd be great because it shouldn't total that. It should total more, but maybe it's negative, but it should show a negative and why there's a negative. But I'm just trying to really understand what that line means. So if we could get that clarification and send that, that'd be great to
Okay.
everybody. Okay. And then the monthly transfers of 12,500 three times, that was for,
That is the city transferring funds from their account into our bid account.
Okay.
So it's broken up several times throughout the year.
okay.
Yeah.
Great,
So
thank
that's
you.
them putting money into our account.
That's
And that's
for-
what's been collected.
And
is
that,
correct?
that's what's been budgeted through the city
transferred into
council.
the bid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Any other questions?
What's the total we have is 132?
If so, let me see.
132,
Yeah,
94.
132, 912. Yeah.
Are there any other questions? I'll take a motion to approve the financial report.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? This is the time for any citizens to address the committee on any issues appearing on the agenda tonight. Time is limited to 5 minutes. Do we have anybody?
I see no hands raised.
Our mayor and our council people tonight. Night too, right? Regular business,
Yeah, I'll take over the management plan addendum. You all asked to add some instances to the plan that talk about expectations on attendance, attendance enforcement, kind of like the two-step accountability. If you miss two meetings, I would reach out to the person and see if they still want to be involved. Officer rotation, we talked about rotating officer positions, chair, vice chair. And then the event participation, including in the amendment to make sure everybody's involved at least 2 events a year, showing up to 2 events. So those are the things that I added to the management plan. If you look into the next page, the blue font is what would be included into the management plan. That's the language that would be folded into the plan that exists. I was looking at the management plan and they do have an option where 3 absences does remove you from the board already.
Even if
Uh,
you're sick?
So this right here, what we're doing is we're separating excused and unexcused.
Okay.
So for instance, if one person has a work event and they tell me ahead of time, which is 1 day in advance before the meeting, then it's excused.
Hmm.
If they don't, if there's no notification, no communication, that's unexcused. And that's what we talked about last time, is separating what those actually look like. And just putting it on paper and putting it official.
Letting you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Jose, I just want the members that weren't here last meeting, this is what we discussed and came up with.
Jose, did we also include proposing making the term 2 years instead of 1?
Yes, so that it has to be done through the municipal code change, and that requires that to run through council. So this is something that we could take on our own, put it into the booklet and say, hey, this is how we manage this board. For the 2-year term extension, I have to run it through council, and then there has to be an open forum, and there's a whole process behind it that'll probably begin towards the end of the next meeting. And I really have to have support that shows it. And the last meeting, you guys all gave me good insight. So it's a staff report that's going to go to the city council meeting. So it's a bigger process. This is something we could take care of tonight after you guys vote on this.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, cut you off. I just wanted to explain that to them.
Yeah. Any other questions on the additions to the management plan?
That we needed a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you. Ramza, any other discussions? I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right. Get notes back. Business Saturday.
Yep. So this is a discussion item. I kind of wanted to brief you all on the work that's been happening. Just to give a little bit of background information, Small Business Saturday is November 29th. It's the day after Black Friday. It's a nationwide campaign that everybody does all across small towns in their downtown area. This year, we're really beefing it up and trying to do a collective marketing campaign around it. We're asking the business to stay open on Saturday and to offer some sort of promotion, some sort of discount. The goal is to get people downtown and shop the various shops downtown. And we've been talking about planning this and what this looks like. Last week I spent a lot of time going from business to business, talking to folks to see, especially retail, to see if they wanted to offer something. And we've got really positive reception. Everybody's really happy that we're organizing something. And some of them are offering 10% off, 30% off. And you can check out the flyer of those are the businesses that have confirmed that they want to participate in the promotions for that day. So the idea is to invite the community out to come out and enjoy some savings by going store to store and getting these discounts. So that's the main core of the event, is to get folks here after Black Friday to buy local. The additional things that we're doing is a potential craft fair that's going to sit in the Robertson Garrett parking lot, where people can sell like their candles or their knitted stuff, items like that. So it's a craft fair that's happening in that parking lot, and that application is now open on social media. We've had about maybe 8 or 9, 10 vendors apply. The only thing they need to do is pay for a 1-day Selma business license. There's no fees attached to it. So that's happening. The music, I reached out to Happy Sound Music, which is the music school down the street. They have a Christmas carol class that they're running right now, and they're willing to come out and sing some Christmas carols, maybe walking down the business on the sidewalks or in our small vendor area that we're planning. Other than that, I'm planning on maybe playing some Christmas music, just kind of building that atmosphere. Kind of something that's real low key, and it's just a fun event that doesn't require us to close the street down. We don't have to have a big band. We don't have to have a big budget, and that's kind of what we're going for. So yeah, if you could take a look at some of the discussion points. One of the ideas that we threw around was a raffle basket drive, and Richard notified me that he has some raffle baskets. The idea would be folks can come out, enter their name into the raffle. You don't have to buy, no purchase necessary. But if you go to Maiden Voyage and you get a coffee, you get an extra ticket to be entered into the raffle. So it's an encouragement to go spend money. So you go to every store, you have a receipt, they'll give you a ticket to enter into the raffle. So it increases your chances to win. So yeah.
With that said, should we have a table at
Yeah.
the Robertson Garrett with the baskets? And I'm gonna do one, but mine's gonna be a kind of different basket with a bunch of different little cash
Absolutely.
items. And then we could also decorate, just like cookie, if they come around, they get a cookie and maybe hot chocolate.
Absolutely.
I'm willing to donate all that just to have it all
That'd be-
nice and set up. So I'm gonna be
That'd
doing
be
all
great.
that for
Thank you.
Robertson Garrett, okay?
Awesome, thank you. And that was going to be my next ask, to see if you have the capacity to donate a basket. It could be a gift card. It could be a gift card to Maiden Voyage. It could be something very simple, just something that's part of the raffle. The chamber has been generous enough to donate a basket as well too. So if you have the capacity, just let me know, and you can feel free to bring it by my office. Or as always, I'll go by your place. You're all walking distance. I need to get my steps in. So I'm happy to walk by and pick up the stuff. So just let me know.
Saved you a few steps.
I know you did. Thank you. But yeah, I really appreciate you all if you could donate some kind of gift to put into the raffle. It's just another incentive to get folks down here and walk around and see what the shops. If you haven't been out there, it's like Christmas blew up at all these stores now. There's trees everywhere. There's so much Christmas decor. It's really festive. This is really a play on that to get folks in that buying atmosphere. So. And we can go over and take a look at the flyer if you guys would like. Um, We've had a lot of really good buy-in through Bloomie's, Third Time's a Charm, Vintage Market and Venue, Maiden Voyage, One Memory Studio, which is the photo studio, Fox Drugs, Mirror Finish Polishes, My Vintage Thrift, High Street Boutique, Lovely Little Things, and Bison Exchange, which is it's the thrift shop that's next to G's. They were closed for about a month and they're reopening, so they were really happy that we're offering this to work with them. And also Bead Central. So these are the vendors that I was able to make contact with through walking throughout last week. I'm sure there are other vendors that might want to be a part of this. It's just hard for me to get a hold of them sometimes. So I am definitely open to adding to this. This poster has not gone live. As you can see, it's a draft still. I'm hoping to go live maybe by Wednesday in case we need to add anybody else to it.
Any other food businesses in downtown?
We have G's, we have Antonio's, we have Rodolfo's, we have Golden Dragon, Foster Freeze.
Maybe we can, like, if you have a minute, focus on those because you have enough for like
Shopping,
in
yeah,
here,
yeah.
but there isn't enough for food.
yeah, definitely.
Might help them to decide if
Yeah.
they want to put something in here.
I'll see if I can reach out to them this week.
What's Bison Exchange?
So Bison Exchange is that small thrift store there's G's Restaurant, then the alleyway, and there's a small vintage thrift store right there. It's right next to the dance studio.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what they're called?
Yeah, that's what they're
I've
called,
seen
yeah.
them, but I never know that.
Yeah,
they-
and they provided that logo, so they're starting to rebrand themselves and put themselves out there more, which is exactly what we want. Also, another note is when I went to Fox Drugs, I asked if they had like social media, and they said, well, we want to do it, so I'm going to work with them to help launch their social media campaign and get on there. So I'm trying to provide those resources to them to get their name out and to market themselves.
The video you did about them is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And honestly, I was surprised at how much stuff is in there. I was like, I
Gosh,
gotta go
yeah.
check them out. So
Yeah.
I was like,
I made them
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah.
Really cute stuff.
yeah.
They have a lot of stuff.
I mean, I usually stop by and purchase something, but I didn't think that they have such a huge collection. So when I saw the video, I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they have a lot of things there. So again, the idea is just to get folks down here. You're gonna buy Christmas presents anyways. Why not buy them from somebody who's local, where you know the owners, as opposed to Amazon? So that's kind of the idea behind the event. And all of the shops are really excited that we're coordinating something together. So they had a lot of positive things to say about the work that we're all doing.
Does everybody know about that food place next, across from you? Bill's place next to Bill?
That's the,
It used to be Herbalife, but they do food shakes.
They do shakes, they do Herbalife
Yeah,
shakes.
yeah, Herbalife shakes,
Yeah.
okay, is that what it?
I would, maybe ask them if they would be willing to do samples
Of the
that,
drinks.
that
Okay.
morning, just, because I purchased like 3.
Yeah,
Isn't that the
And-
place that someone said last time that they also serve protein waffle?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what-
Yeah.
Maybe what they're, because we don't even know.
yeah.
What.
Yeah, I'll see if I
all the
can.
It's
options.
inconspicuous. You can't
Yeah.
tell they're serving food. It's like, what is this place?
Yeah, I'll talk to them and see if they want to be a part of it in any way. I kind of want to lock down this flyer by Wednesday because I want to start like promoting out there. And a lot of them, I asked if I can combine do video content with them too, and they were excited to be
Yeah.
on camera and promote the day. So
Are you part of the bid?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Want to put something in here?
you're expanding.
Oh,
Good. Congratulations.
oh, so a good shutting down, not a bad shut. Oh.
How much you adding? How much space? Like a dance floor or something you're trying to
He's
create?
building his nightclub empire.
Be a totally different. You have a name yet?
Nice.
Like Asul, not like Asul Punjabi or
Like
Asul
blue.
like AZ.
Like
AZ is.
So blue.
Because
baby,
Asul is
blue.
Punjabi means rules.
Hey, well,
Asul. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Good. Congratulations, man. That's your audience. I see how packed you have it on that Friday night.
And you're in the
So-
bid, so that'll be good. You're
Yeah,
still in the
we're
bid.
here to help you, man. Just let me know if you need anything for that.
Right.
Small Business Saturday. So yes to the raffles, yes to moving forward with everything we have planned. That day, I would like your participation that day, especially during the raffle part. We're looking at 10 to 2. So even if someone's able to be there from 1 to 2, I would love one of you guys to lead the raffle with the basket, calling the names out. I would love for one of you guys to be a part of that. The vendor part, I'll organize the vendors as I always have and put them in the places. And you're gonna be there with the table for Robertson Guerra. If you want to be out there as well, just to kind of represent, I'm open to having you
I'm
guys.
open to come out as well.
Okay, great.
I'll go ahead and donate to, I'll have 2 baskets for that. I won't be
Awesome.
able to attend that day, but
Okay.
I'll drop off 2 baskets.
Okay, let me know if you need me to come by or you want to bring them to my office, but thank you. Appreciate the generosity. And that is just a discussion item. Does anybody else have anything to add or questions about what this event looks like? Because I really want to ramp up the promo. This week, I started the permit to close that parking lot. I still got to work with Jeremiah to finalize it. That was the only hurdle I have with that. I'm new to using that system, so I'm working on that still.
It sounds good.
Great.
Exciting.
I
Right.
think this getting these businesses together really helps. It makes a big difference.
It does. It does. It does. They feel like they're seen and they're included in the decisions that we're making here, and they know that. And in talking to them, a lot of them are facing a lot of hurdles right now, because the rent is going up on certain buildings, and they're having a hard time making ends meet. So for them to offer 10% is very generous when they barely have a profit margin on like beads, for instance. So the rent is going up on a lot of these places, and they've expressed that to me this week when I've been talking to them. So
But the problem is that insurance keeps going up and taxes keep going up. I
Yeah.
mean, I know on all my properties, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
That
Insurance
there's no
double.
one- Yes.
Yeah.
it's like a chain. It
And-
starts and it just keeps going down.
And
You-
that's
you'll
if you
even get it.
could get insurance. Most
Insurance.
of them
You're
are
lucky if
having
you
to go
get it
through
right
the
now.
California
California.
Care Plan,
Yeah.
which is through the roof right now because, or a lender's placed policy, which also very expensive and covers nothing.
Yeah.
So we're stuck, like at the office, the landlords have been telling us, you gotta raise the rent, like they look at my insurance bill, look at my property taxes bill, we're like, we know, but
Yeah.
until somebody does something about that.
Yeah, it's just the ongoing, and it trickles down to the businesses, then it trickles down to us when we buy the things.
But
And
the
that's
more
when that,
traffic we get, the better it
Yeah.
is. So it kind of
Yes.
offsets. I've seen in businesses that want to give, I do my week of giving at Christmas. And then we ask,
Where?
we go to different businesses, like I'll promote it, go around, like we shot content with 9 businesses in Kingsburg last week. And we're gonna do it again this week in Kingsburg. Then we're gonna do one day in Selma
Nice.
and visit. And they're all being generous about giving
Mhm.
something that you can give away and promote that business at the same time as, trying to get them customers.
Yeah.
Shop local.
yeah, that's the
Right.
idea, and that's the concept.
We got Tabitha from or can I even say
Lorsa.
it?
Alert
Is gonna go ahead and donate a basket too.
See, that'd
so,
be great.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And some of those venues, it's hard to like do a small business Saturday deal. They would have to do like a gift card like that, like some kind of like, oh, that would be great.
Or the products she sells in
Yeah.
there, like really expensive, but good for your hair. good for your-
Absolutely.
good, depending on
Yeah.
what she wants it.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah. If you have any more leads, feel free to send them my way via email and then we'll connect that way. I kind of just want to finalize this flyer so I can start promoting. Yeah, and that's all I have for this event. It's gonna be a good event. Everyone's real happy about it. So thank you guys for your
Did we get the
contributions.
Christmas carolers? for
Yeah.
This as well? Okay.
Yeah, they're from Happy Sound. They have a Christmas Carol class, so they should be ready by this date to do some performance. And they're little kids, so it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I don't know if they're gonna dress up, but they'll probably be in like holiday festive sweaters. So yeah, they're definitely gonna take part in it. So
Jose.
yeah, no problem.
On to the trash can update.
Sure. Let me make sure there's no public comment. Okay. Sorry. trash can update. In the included packet, there is a map that shows suggested places to put the trash cans that we were talking about. I'll give you a little bit of background on some research I did. Generally, in places, it's every 100 feet in high traffic areas, and it's generally about 150 in low traffic areas. And there are art cans that we talked about, putting art on the trash cans on certain corners of the high street. And if you look at the map, there's a layout right there with the blue points being trash can slash recycling bins and the red points being the art trash cans. And I actually, if you're able to click that on your packet, it's an interactive map. And if I could get you guys to all look at the screen behind us, you can kind of see it's a Google Earth document. So we can in and kind of see um, this area. Well, that's the art center before it was built, so it's a little outdated. But what you're going to see right here is these are generally about 100 feet from each other. And I'll go aerial view so you can see.
Trash cans.
Those are going to be trash cans slash recyclable cans. They're generally 100 feet. I consider this a high traffic area because of the art center, because of the restaurants, because of the events. So these are generally roughly about 100 feet. The locations, I mean, they're open to be moved. I would definitely want to connect with Public Works once we discuss this further to get their suggestions. These red dots would be art cans. So imagine a square can right there with pieces of art on it. We're gonna vinyl wrap them so that they last a little bit longer.
Can they be where the trees are? Like if we can place it close to a tree so it's less clutter on the sidewalk?
If I could see it a little bit better. So there, I think there is a tree right here somewhere. So as opposed to,
No, the corners are fine. I think the
Okay.
corners fine. It's in the middle of this, when you're going down.
you talking about this right here?
Yeah, like if there was a tree where they've got
Oh, I see what you're saying.
the new spots cut out,
Let's say that this spot was cut out and there was a
Yeah,
tree right there.
put it closer.
You would
yeah,
want it like closer, like
Yeah,
aligned with
yeah,
it. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay. Definitely. And that's only gonna work on this street because the planters aren't on the other side. So
Yeah.
it would,
I mean, it
it
probably-
would change the distance a little bit. But I can look into it.
Would it still be? How far apart are the?
I'd have to
cut
get
out?
an updated map to see where the planters are at.
That was just a thought, just to have less clutter on the sidewalk. Just
Absolutely.
to push it out into the tree area.
I think there are plans for those tree areas already to have plants and planters in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Public Works, I can ask them exactly to give me a visual of what they're planning, but I don't think there's gonna be room for that can to be in that
Got it.
space.
Okay.
But from what I understand, it sounds like you're saying to put it like on the sidewalk.
Yeah, that way if a car's pulling up, it's not gonna potentially bump it. It's already hiding behind a tree area.
I get it. I get what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, we could probably put them on the sidewalk still, but Public Works does have some kind of design specs for those spaces.
Okay.
You probably have to have the ADA clearance in
Yeah, yeah.
there. I don't know if there's things on the side, but you gotta have the wheelchair accessibility and that type of stuff.
Okay.
Next to the art center, shouldn't we have the receptacles that have the arts on them?
I was thinking of that, if we wanted to add another receptacle right there, like if you look at the map right here, this is the closest one to the art center right now. This is the patio right here.
Right.
And there's actually one right here right now, and I think there is actually here one right, so it's pretty accurate.
There's one.
There's one right there, right?
Now, but I'm wondering just for the aesthetics.
Yeah, put a
part of it,
rectangular
do we
one.
Put the,
Yeah.
the ones with arts instead of just the regular ones.
Absolutely. Yeah, we could definitely consider that.
Do they have to be blue? Like visibility? Did we buy the new ones already?
No, so what
Yeah.
you're seeing, the ones we agreed on was in the last packet.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's the can with the logo on the front and the
Yeah,
top
yeah.
has the recyclable that you put the
Got it.
recycle cans
Okay.
in. Yeah. And the art ones are squared with panels on the side that will have the art. So this is just a rough draft of kind of what it's potentially could look like according to some of the specs that I looked up. But that's great feedback, Ramza, to put the art center one there. And Parminder, that's great feedback to see if we can get it closer to the trees, so that it's not being so obtrusive on the sidewalk. But if you look on this side of the street, this is about 150 feet from each other.
Yeah.
There is foot traffic here, but you know, it's not as heavy as it is by the art center, so. So if you guys are good with this, I can bring this up to Public Works and coordinate with them and get their feedback on your recommendations. And then we can start going from there. And for the next meeting, I promise I will bring the prices. I'm working with Public Works to obtain that. There has, ever since Alicia left, there's been a lapse in kind of information and where it went and where the documents are. So I'm gonna work with Public Works to basically backtrack to see where that stuff is at. So I can come with hard prices and invoices of how much the cans are gonna cost. But right now I wanted to take care of placement since it's an important step.
So I don't remember if we're doing like phases on purchasing these trash cans, but what about the other streets in the district?
Sure, good question. So this is phase one of the trash cans that would come out of the bid budget. So these are what we're paying for. The phase two was something that planning has a grant for. I can't remember the name of the grant. It's Safe Streets. They just submitted a grant on November 1st, and part of that grant might include us to do the trash cans in other parts of the downtown. I forgot what the name of the grant slipped my mind.
Us to do it or from the grant?
The money would come from the grant. Yeah, so hopefully piggybacking off of the work they're doing for that grant would cover the additional streets. Clean California grant, I think that's what it was. So we're hoping that goes through. I think November 1st was the deadline for it to be submitted. If we don't get the grant, then we just figure out a phase two that ties into our budget. So right now, this phase one would be our budget. Yeah. And then once we find out, get the exact number of the cans, we can decide, hey, maybe we do a little bit less, or maybe we have enough money to do more. But I'm really working with planning, Public Works to get hard numbers so that we can start moving forward with these. But this is the first step for you to have a visual of where potentially they would lay, where they would sit.
Comments?
And if you have this in your email, there's a link that says this is a Google map of the areas with the trash cans. If you're bored, you can click it and you can mess with it on your phone one day and see, hey, I don't think that's a good idea. Just let me know via email. So you have access to that map at any time.
Thank you, Jose. Back as well.
One last thing about those
Absolutely.
trash cans, once they're installed, we might want to talk to the trash removal company to make sure they empty them on a regular basis. Sometimes they do get like overflowing.
Yeah.
That's a good
And
question.
I don't know what's the frequency, honestly. I don't pay attention to that, but
Yeah.
a lot of times I'll be walking to my office and I'm like, oh, that's awful.
Yeah, I'll definitely talk to Public Works about how frequent those are emptied out, and then we'll go from there. Any other questions about the cans?
Thank you. Staff updates?
Staff updates. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of excitement about the Small Business Saturday. The businesses are happy about collaborating with us to make this happen. Over the past weekend, the business owners themselves kind of put together a holiday open house that they've probably been doing for about 30 years. And they had a good turnout. I showed up on Friday night and I shot some of that video for Fox Drug. And on Saturday, I went to the marketplace to shoot some more content there, just kind of showing off the things that they have. So that's something that they did within themselves, but the downtown Selma page still marketed and promoted it because we really want to let the community know to come out and support them. The other thing I have is Grinchmas. If you all remember when Liz was here managing the meeting, we decided to collaborate with her for Grinchmas. And I want to say it's December 13th, which is a Saturday. In that collaboration, it includes us, well, I'm organizing some of the food vendors for them that we're gonna have on the street. If you're not familiar with Grinchmas, High Street is closed off. They have the Grinch come out, they do photos, food vendors, arts and crafts through the art center. And it's a daytime event, so it's something that's for the families. Last year they did it in the park. This year they decided to move it back to High Street to have more interaction with the businesses. The businesses will be doing a Christmas tree contest. Each business has a tree, they decorate it, and then people vote on which tree they like the best. So it's a way to incorporate the business. Did you guys do that last year? Okay, and I'm sure that we'll be connecting about what that looks like. So it's really a an all-inclusive event with the businesses, Sparks and us. With that, also, we talked about sponsoring music because I believe we sponsored music last year. I think we paid for the Moreno's band. Does anybody remember
Yeah.
what that looked like? Okay,
Yeah,
I think they're looking to us to do that again. I can come back with the next meeting. Unfortunately, it's December 6th. The event's on the 13th. I can come back with a quote that we can talk about for approval and we finalize the cost. I do have an artist in mind. She performs with the Morenos. Her name's Alondra. I reached out to her to see, she's a vocalist, so she would be performing with like a PA system and herself and some backing tracks, as opposed to like a full band and spending thousands of dollars. I feel like this is a more like background music event, not really like you sit and watch. But I can present that and I can send that over in the next agenda with some links to check her out. But I asked for a quote and it was $150 an hour, so it's not,
Like a solo.
yeah.
they'll-
Yeah,
they'll
she's
wait and
great.
wait,
She's-
or have in the corner, just do their own.
That's
thing.
exactly what that is.
And what would the time be for the December 13th? What's the time?
I think it's 11 to 4, I believe. Give me one second. It's the 13th.
13th. It's a Saturday.
Yeah, December 13th, 11 to 3, High Street. They're gonna have ornament decorating, pictures with the Grinch, and we're collaborating with them on that event, so
See if I could get the baby.
that would be good. That'd be really good. So if you guys are open to me booking a music act, I could look into it, and then next meeting, we just approve the cost. We thinking something
Does
low
that give us
key.
enough time if we wait till the next meeting to make
The-
approval on that?
We'd have to do a special meeting if we needed to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we do it now?
I don't have it as an agenda item, so I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. Yeah, I'd have to have it on an agenda. And I just ran into Alondra today, so that's why I was kind of last minute. I've been like looking for vocalists and I ran into her today. I'm like, she would be great for this event. She works with the Morenos. It's a great rate. So I want to get some more information and share with you guys before we make a decision. Definitely share it on the next
Yeah,
agenda.
and also check with the city attorney. You could put a height, light, uh, can't think of a certain thing on the agenda where when we need to do a exchange or changes or anything, we're able to do that. One, if you post it along with the agenda, that's what they're doing with all the meetings now. When
Okay.
there's things coming up, that way we don't have to have an special meeting, just
Okay, yeah.
something like that.
Okay, yeah, and that kind of falls on me because I got caught up in planning this event that I saw Grinchmas was coming up really fast. So I could have added it, just didn't have enough time to lock in an artist and make a proposal. So December 6th would be our next meeting. Let me fact check that real quick.
Also for future, if you ever
I'm
need,
sorry, December 8th is our next meeting.
if you ever need
Okay.
someone to sing, and that would be for free, let me know. Allison comes home every 2, 3 weekends. She's got already about 9 or 10 songs out. for
Nice.
Her own
Absolutely.
music, and I'll have her do it for free. Just whenever you need something like this low key.
Yeah, that's what we're
you
thinking.
know,
Yeah,
Things that is not a whole performance and we don't want to pay a lot for it.
Yeah.
You'll just come out and sing and
that would be great. Thank you. She's like, Mom, why are you volunteering me to work for free?
anything that has to do with singing, she loves to do.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Rams. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'll bring that to the next agenda so it's all official on the table. But I really want to see if we can get, some kind of music, some festive holiday music. So that's all I have for staff updates.
Agenda items for next meeting that anybody have?
I have one I've been thinking about.
Sure.
What can we specifically do to attract businesses into the downtown? Is there something that we could do as a body that, if we focus, but focus on a restaurant or a type, we say, okay, we need an ice cream shop, or we need this, and then how do we target a specific type of business to come into the downtown so it's really targeted?
I think it goes back to, putting something out there and, Director Moreno's video of what's available, first of all. Of course, we would want them to come, but we need to show them what's available for them to actually be able to come and do what you're.
I still
What you're
believe that
asking.
some spaces can become available
Mhm.
if we have the right business wanting to be here. one of those things.
It's
If somebody
also
said,
the demographics for a lot of those businesses.
sure,
when you
but
put them
small,
in the
small
space.
businesses,
Yeah.
you know, like Ampersand is in downtown Fresno or they're over here, but could they survive in Selma? I think so.
So that's,
Yeah.
that's a great conversation. We definitely could have that at the next meeting, but I think before the meeting began, I was talking to Parminder that I had somebody from the Brewery District come out and look at a space here, but I reached out to him personally as a friend and say, hey, we have this available space. So maybe that's something we could incorporate from you all too. Like if you know a business owner, hey, this space, you want to check it out? I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect for you, but come down and look at it. And then they may find something else. I sent him the old Sandy's Furniture place too. I sent him and he saw Naughty Chicks. So when they come down here, they see one thing, they may find something else.
Yeah.
So, that's just something that we can all maybe do is just use your network. And if you know any outside business owners, say, hey, this spot might be great for you.
And
I'll examine that more
Change
for
the
the,
culture a little bit in Selma to push more people to shop and eat local because a lot of them go spend their money in Fresno, but they don't support somebody local here. So
Yeah.
I think it's also a culture
Mhm.
change, just kind of what Kingsburg does.
Yeah.
Everybody use all local vendors and
Yeah.
local businesses and local restaurants. And I don't feel that business owners in Selma get the same loyalty, if you want, from our
Sure.
or
The vibe is
residents.
changing. You can
Yeah.
tell the vibe is changing.
Yeah.
It's slow.
So
what
hopefully
we have to
slowly
do.
they'll become.
I think
Eh.
that's frustrating to us that it is slow, but you
Mhm.
know,
Ye-
look how long it's taken all these other cities.
Yeah.
like
Took 'em
Kingsburg
10
and
years.
Columbus
It took them years to
grow it
turn.
up. And I, you know, I
Yeah.
think the things that we're doing, you know, with this shop
But what
local,
council's
you
doing,
know,
everything
these
is making a
vendors are
difference.
liking it. And the more we
Yeah.
get that out, network with everybody, maybe we can find some people that want to start an ice
Yeah.
cream shop or something of that nature.
Eh,
But I don't think a
Not a big change.
bigger people like Ampersand, I don't think they can come down and do the business that they need to do to make their business successful. That's just my
Let's
talking.
talk to Bella Creamery to bring her ice cream to
I
some.
talked to them.
Yes.
I talked to Brandon. His thing is it's hard to get employees that want to work and be there, like bakery, Bella Bakery. Yeah.
I'll go volunteer for
Oh,
free.
trust me,
Just
I know.
Yeah.
to eat the ice cream. Also, I think also Parminder, you know, we need to also wanting that, like, you know, I think when you guys first started the bid, you came over and said, look, you need to fix your window. And not just the window we fixed, we did our whole building. And that goes also like your candle shop place. I mean, look at that. I mean, years and years, there's nothing going on there. I mean, look at the way it looks now. That doesn't help,
Actually,
you
a
know?
message was sent out this morning to the operator to say, hey, this desolate, things need to change.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
been like that for a long time. So it
5 years.
we need to do something about that. And it's just you, it's just anybody in Selma that has a building that's just gonna be, I mean, that's our main downtown. And we have to look at that when we drive. And then you got your other gal, Tabitha, who's done a beautiful job up, just amazing job. And we just need to help each other, you know, and
But that storefront cost 50 grand just to do the storefront.
right,
So
but
everything is,
we need to step it up. I mean, we stepped it up and we just need to find these type of people. We need to show them, look, we're willing to do what we got to do to, I mean, we don't want certain places to look nice and then you got that, you know, it's just, so.
There's that go camp everywhere and take businesses away from the people who are paying, you know, a lot to rent a place and business fees and bid fees and all of that. Then you get somebody who goes on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You've seen them.
Oh, no, just not that. I know that.
They
The-
take away from.
this needs to go back to code enforcement and
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong. I pulled over, I'm guilty. A couple of years, I pulled over because I had to get something to eat to be somewhere. And it's just all bad because there's nobody paying rent, there's nobody paying insurance, there's nobody paying, that's revenue for our city. So you get somebody that goes, puts a big old place all over the place. So there's a huge accident on McCall and Dinuba that eventually could have hit over to people. It's just not safe either. So, yeah, they're going to need to do something with code enforcement going out in the weekends or something because it does affect our restaurants and our revenue people, for the city. Absolutely. We got a lot of complaints this weekend.
For an agenda item, I'd like to, I think we have events covered. From my understanding, us being an advisory board, even if it's not in our budget, we can bring something up to council and hopefully they take on a project. I'd like to see what infrastructure projects we can suggest to council. And I've always thought about the parking lot on the corner of High Street, I think it was First Street. Especially right now with the trees going up, they look great. We can push for that parking lot to be fixed because it's always been a very uncomfortable place to park at. So yeah, pushing for infrastructure to be worked on.
100%. And you just reminded me of something. I had a conversation with someone about maybe potentially having Public Works Director join us for this meeting, maybe once a quarter, once a month, to update us on, hey, what is this metal plate's gonna look like when you remove them? Like, we really should be in that conversation, and he should share with us like what our limitations are or what the vision is, so that we're both on the same page. Definitely having Director Michael Hahn be a part of this meeting, and go over exactly, and you can ask that question like, hey, what is this parking lot gonna look like? And then it would go to council and so on. But definitely having the conversation here in this meeting would probably be the best place to have that. That's a great point. I'll talk to them about that. Good. Yeah, I just wanted to wrap up on a few things. Next to Maiden Voyage, Grip Pilates is open now. It's a new business. So go by and welcome them. And now we're gonna have a men's like suit boutique over next to My Vintage, next to the Bayada's Barbershop, I believe.
Oh, so it's not in the Vintage, it's,
It's outside.
Got it.
Yeah, it's in the building right next to it. It's a beautiful spot. If you guys haven't been, go over there and say hi, introduce yourself. House of Vides. If you go look at it, it's a small space, but it's like a boutique for men's suits. So go check it out. It's a new business. Trying to think if there's anything else that popped up.
What kind, is it a style? Or is
For
that
men's.
custom?
is it for men's style?
We got different, hey, even men have styles.
Oh yeah,
We got
absolutely.
different-
You need
Not
to
one
go,
size
you
fits
need to go check it out. He has
Okay.
he has shoes, he has colognes, and it's just a whole styling experience.
Huh.
So it's not like a men's warehouse at all or a J.C. Penney. It's definitely an experience. It's
Okay.
like if you're going for a wedding, you're going for a prom. It's a really nice thing. So just go pay him a visit if you get an opportunity. But these business, I talked to them both. Both of these businesses are born out of opportunity. They saw the opportunity in downtown Selma and they go for it. Like, this is their first business. They have a vision, they have a dream, and downtown Selma provided them that opportunity to do something that they've always wanted to do. So that's how I see it as our downtown is. We're not gonna get some of these bigger places. We're gonna get folks who have a dream. We're just providing the opportunity to do that. So let's go support them and kind of pick their brain and see what they need from us.
I think Rose mentioned one time about possibly getting extra shirts for us and we would purchase them ourselves. Is that a possibility or did you? just
Long
have
sleeve?
Coming here?
I'll check with whoever ordered them in finance. Yeah. I could just order them actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look into that. Okay. I'll do the order again. I'll do the email with the sizes again, so you can pick what size you want.
And do they come in long sleeve?
Yeah.
Any other business for this evening? With that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second that.
Right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.